I'm in another city.
Today I am standing in a place that is very special to me. It is actually an old place, very old, where I was about 7 years ago. Being here again feels very strange and emotional at the same time because this place is connected to an important memory and moment in my artistic life. 7 years ago, this is where the poster for one of my exhibitions was created. It was a very meaningful exhibition for me.
This is my new location.
A very meaningful exhibition for me because I did it together with a well-known writer and journalist, Marko Vidojković from Serbia. At that time, everything felt different. I remember the atmosphere, the energy, the excitement of preparing something new, something that felt big for me as an artist. Right now, while I'm filming this, it is very cold outside. The cold air makes everything feel even more quiet and still. My hands are freezing a little while I'm holding the camera, but I really wanted to record this moment because coming back here after so many years feels important. Before, this place didn't look anything like this today. Back then everything was open, it was almost abandoned. It was empty building, very raw, very rude. Everyone come here to see a graffiti. Yes, the place is covered with graffiti everywhere. It had this strong underground feeling. It was a bit dark, a bit wild, but also very important to me in a strange way. For me as an artist, space like that always have a story. They felt honest. I remember walking through the building years ago and thinking how interesting it was. It felt like a place full of memories, even if I didn't know them. That was also the time when the idea for the exhibition poster was born. Sometimes places really influence creativity, and this was definitely one of those places for me. Now everything is completely different. It looks like someone bought the building. It is no longer empty or abandoned. Now there are apartments here, people live here. There is also a gym now. It feels more modern, more modern, I think. But at the same time, it looks that raw artistic energy it once had. Of course, this is normal. Cities change, space change, old industrial or abandoned places after become living spaces. Life moves forward, but when you return to a place that holds your memories, you can really feel how time has passed. Standing here, now I'm thinking about how much has changed in my life in these 7 years. As an artist, as a person, everything moves, everything evolves. And maybe that is my coming back to place like this is important. They reminds us where we were, what we felt, and how far we have come. What is also interesting to me is how places keep memories even when they completely change their look. Sometimes I think walls remember sounds, voice, moments of creation, even if people who pass by now have no idea what happened here before. 7 years ago, I was walking here thinking about art, about ideas, about the future. I didn't know where my work would go, who I would meet, or how my life would look today. And now, standing here again, I realize how unpredictable life and art really are. Back then, I was probably focused only on the next exhibition, the next painting, the next step. Today I think more about the journey, about the process, about how every experience leaves a mark on us, artists and us people. It is funny how time changes not only spaces but also how we see them. Maybe if I came here for the first time today, I would only see new apartments, a gym, and a normal city building. But because I was here before, I see two realities at the same time, the past version and the present one. I think artists are very sensitive to spaces and atmosphere. We notice details, texture, colors, small signs of history. Even today, if I look carefully, I can still imagine where the graffiti used to be, where the broken windows were, where the silence felt heavy. There is also something poetic in places disappearing and transforming. Nothing stays exactly the same. Maybe that is similar to art. Every artwork is a moment in time. It captures something that will never exist in exactly the same way again. Sometimes I wonder who lives here now. Do they know what this place used to be? Do they feel anything special here? Or for them, this is just a normal home, a normal building, part of their everyday life. And that is, I think, beautiful too, because life continues. New stories replace old ones, new memories are created on top of old memories. For me, coming here today feels like closing one cycle, but also opening another one. It reminds me why I started creating art in the first place, to capture moments, emotions, and changes. Even the cold today somehow feels symbolic. It is sharp, strong, real. It makes me feel very present in this moment. Sometimes discomfort makes us more aware, more alive, more connected to what we are doing. Maybe in another 7 years I will come back here again and maybe everything will be different once more. Or maybe it will stay like this, but I know that I will not be exactly the same person, and that is natural. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Kiss.